Hey, what's up, guys? This is Stanfrag.
Nate
Croc.
Dog. Nate Dog.
Hang on now. Croc goes in the middle. He goes second. Hey, what's up, guys? This is Stanfrag.
Croc.
And Nate Dog.
And we are, I guess things have just wrapped up here at RTX. And we're sitting in the hotel room, and we're going to give you some info about what we learned about Halo 4 there. So the first thing would be, we got a lot of questions from you guys on Reddit and on our YouTube comments, the questions that you wanted answered about Halo 4, about what we got to play. So we're going to run through some of the popular things. The biggest one was about Longbow, like what did the map play like and stuff like that. So all three of us got to play Longbow. I got to play it twice, and you guys got to play it once. So
Yeah.
Croc got to play it twice too. We think it's pretty good. The sides are pretty balanced, and it feels more like a Gears of War style map because there's spawn points where each team has like a defined side, and then you go into. There's not so much random spawning. Like you don't spawn on a random side of the map. You always spawn on like your spawn area, but it doesn't feel like some team could overpower another by like spawn camping or whatever.
Yeah. I went with BR like off the start, and it took me a while to figure out where people were. Like I was running around the edges trying not to get into the heavily populated areas until I spotted, I guess it was the laser. Yeah, I grabbed the laser and then I backed up, but then I died instantly. But there for a while I couldn't find any action until I went around.
Right.
But I mean, it's kind of a big map on the outskirts, but the main areas are pretty good.
Yeah, I felt like it was super balanced. It was pretty fun to play.
Also, when I backed up from that area, I found like a little ramp place to chuck nades off of. Like you have pretty good cover while you're shooting at the hardcore areas like the big weapon spawns and stuff.
Right. And if you guys haven't noticed yet, while this video is playing, we're going to put some random videos from RTX and some pictures and stuff from Halo that we got. But yeah, Longbow played really good. I think it's a good map for nades. DMR BR. The Ghost was really fun. Croc used the Ghost a lot on that map, and then seemed to work really well. They had a Warthog that spawned on the map, two of them, I guess, one for each side. But the Warthog felt, we got to drive it, and the Warthog felt a little bit bigger. Well, like not necessarily bigger, but too big for the map. So it really wasn't effective on that map. So maybe on a bigger map, more open, it could get some speed, be able to use it, but not on this one. We had a question about how Halo 4 was exhibited at RTX, and basically they just had a very small-ish blocked-off area that had I guess a Wi-Fi router inside that, and they set up a secure connection on it, and all the Xboxes were connected to that connection. Then they had 4 stations of Xboxes that had 4 Xboxes each on each corner of this little room that was in the middle. There was a white carpet floor, very nice, and we all stood around the sections, and we had nice big headsets that we got to hear all the sounds. The sounds of Halo 4 sound really good. I was kind of weary about them after listening to the MLG videos, but I thought they fit with the game really well, so yep. Some other things, while these two were standing in line to get to play Halo 4, I was standing over along the side and got to talk to a couple 343 employees about what they thought about some of the different things. I asked them about the rockets because somebody picked up rockets while I was watching, and they definitely look slower. They don't look as fast as Halo Reach rockets or Halo 3 rockets. And then you've got that new trail that's supposed to like really let you know where your rocket path is going. It's kind of the point of that, I guess.
Yeah, that's something I wanted to check out too. I pretty much only got to check out BR because, like I said, I was chilling in that hot spot, and like I died twice right off the bat. I think it was because when I was trying to find people, they had the vehicles and stuff. But then once I got to that spot, like that nice spot that I was talking about with the cover and stuff, looking towards the hot spot, I think I was on a 9 spree and I didn't even have a chance to swap to a DMR and check it out in my first game. So,
Yeah.
but it was pretty cool though.
Right. Some other weapons that we got to use. We got to use the Spartan laser. I got to use a Spartan laser, and Croc got to use a Spartan laser. Basically, it feels pretty much like the regular Spartan laser from Reach or Halo 3. Maybe the circle might be a little bit smaller, but that just might be a graphical thing
Yeah, and
that made it look smaller. But I didn't hit anybody with it. I got to shoot it once, then I died.
and then assault rifle, underpowered, crappy.
Well, yeah. So that was another big thing is how, like, what's the point of the assault rifle? And we at RTX there wasn't a special RTX build. It was just the E3 build. So we played the same thing people played at E3. So I got to use the Covenant carbine, the assault rifle, the storm rifle, the BR, but not the DMR. So a lot of people asked about the AR storm rifle situation and if they were necessary in the game. And I don't think that they were all they not on Longbow. They weren't effective at all. They both have pretty weak range, but I think storm rifle is a little bit better. And the one game that I used the storm rifle and assault rifle, that's pretty much I didn't use any BR or carbine. I did worse than all the other games I played. So I don't think that helped any. I think being able to stay back a little bit, I think that might be some of my style of play, but battle rifle fit me the best. So that's the weapon I'll probably be using at the start of Halo 4.
Yeah, like the maps with any range at all seem to be like match between BR or DMR. I saw both of them do really well. I think the BR is more all-around weapon, while DMR is more controlled, staying back, long-distance weapon.
Right.
But I think that could actually beat the BR. If you just know how to use it. But I think a lot of people be going with BR because they're more comfortable
Right.
with all around. So
I think Croc got to use the DMR for a second, and he punched the people pretty hard, even at close range. He got a few headshots, so he said it wasn't too hard to use close range. So
yeah, carbine's pretty good. It's
right.
pretty much like a faster version of the DMR. It takes more shots, but it doesn't have. I don't think it has any recoil at all. That's another thing I like because. Yeah, the weapons, like in Halo Reach, they just had a default bloom or recoil, whatever you want to call it. And in this, some guns don't even have it at all, such as the carbine, which take more, but it makes up for it without the recoil.
Yeah, I could totally
balances everything.
I could totally see me using a loadout that had the carbine and then some extra ammo, because the one time I got to use it up on stage, it was I ran out of ammo pretty quickly.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't think much of the assault rifle, and then the Covenant rifle or whatever it's called.
Then the armor abilities. We got a lot of people asking about other armor abilities that aren't Promethean Vision, because everybody uses that because they should be, because it's the only
really overpowered.
Yeah, it's the only one that's worth using right now. We only got to use 4. They were Thruster Pack, Hologram, Hard Light Shield, and Promethean Vision. I tried out the Thruster Pack because I thought that was really undercovered with people that have been talking about armor abilities and stuff, and it should have been, because it's absolutely terrible so far. Right. It's basically, when you use it, you boost up about 7 feet at most, and maybe even less. It takes you it's about twice as fast as sprint, but it's really not even worth it. So I think anytime that would be necessary, you could just sprint, and that really wouldn't help you get out of the situation. I didn't see the use for it whenever I played. I might have been using it wrong too, but I couldn't figure it out for whatever reason.
The only thing I saw besides Promethean Vision was the shield. It really wasn't that good at all, but it's kind of like a annoyance, kind of like the deployable cover in Halo 3. Like, it really did nothing. It was just there, and I don't know, it's just annoying. I don't know why anyone would use it, just like the thrusters. Besides, just trying it out, the Promethean Vision is the way to go right now.
Yeah. the other thing was is people were asking about holograms, and I got to my very first game. I got to shoot at a hologram, and I used my Promethean vision on it, and so I can tell you it does show up on Promethean vision. It does show up on your radar. You do get hit markers for it, and it does turn your reticle red. So it's just like shooting a real player, other than it's not. So it's a pretty definitely they've boosted the hologram, so it'll be more effective. I think that's kind of their anti-Promethean vision tactic right now is holograms.
Yeah.
Um,
What's next?
we wanted to let you guys know that we don't think there's a whole lot of a learning curve that's going to be in this game. We're Halo players, so that might just be because we were able to pick up and play it really easily. Might not mean that for everybody, but we thought that it's not going to be that hard to pick up and play, which is kind of nice for a Halo game. We can attract some new players that haven't got the game before and have them right into it without having to be terrible for the first,
Yeah, I think it took
couple
me
days.
all of 10 seconds. Well, I wouldn't say 10 seconds, maybe like a minute, because I ran around like the outside of that map, and I was kind of lost, to be honest. And then when I found people, they were in vehicles and stuff. I think I died twice, but then I went on a killing spree and was doing really good once I found out, the areas where people were, and I had a BR, and it's just playing Halo from there. You just, keeping it real, I guess, behind cover, and just basically rate people with the BR and the hot spots is what I did. It was pretty easy, I guess, because a lot of people were going for the big weapons. One of them was a Spartan laser, which I got to fiddle around with, but yeah, it was pretty cool.
And then there was the sniper rifle, which I didn't get to use. I watched somebody use. Basically, it's the difference is that and basically the difference is that the recoil on no scoping is a lot different than how it was in Reach or Halo 3 or Halo 2. I don't see people being able to just fire off a couple shots right at you and being able to two-shot no scope you at mid range or whatever with a sniper. It'll be the reticle jumps off the screen pretty quickly whenever you shoot the sniper once from the hip, and then zoomed in though it's not that bad. So the last thing I think we have to say is a few multiplayer game types that have been confirmed to be included in playlist is obviously Regicide and Infinity Slayer, then Oddball, Capture the Flag, and King of the Hill. Frankie said that himself at the press conference. I think that's all we have for you. We do have a giveaway going on right now for a Griff Ball, pretty sweet Griff Ball that they were selling here at RTX. It's a plushy thing. We'll put a link to it. It should be on the screen now if it's not. Check in the description. Plushy Griff Ball. They sold out at RTX, so I'm not sure when they're going to have any more in. They don't sell them online. You can only get them at cons. So if you want a chance to get this awesome Griff Ball, watch the video and enter. Thank you very much for listening, guys.
And part 2 got Forge coming up.
Oh, yeah.
That will probably be, I guess, a day after this video.
Most likely.
Alright, sometime soon, part 2, we'll talk about the new Forge features.
Oh, Forge.
Which are going to be pretty epic. So
stay tuned for that. Thanks a lot for listening again, guys, and we'll talk to you later. Peace.